Hello student, this is the sixth part of the lesson Nationalism in India History class 10. We are discussing that the limits of the civil disobedience movement. Um, Yesterday we have seen clashes of with the Gandhiji of B.R. Ambedkar for getting the separate electorate, which sanctioned by the which sanctioned in this in the roundtable conference. Then we'll discuss it continuously how this movement or Hindu-Muslim community or Hindu-Muslim relations becomes again disharmonious because of the Congress reluctant to bring the changes or not giving the because of not giving the support to this movement. So here Hindu-Muslim communal clashes that was very common in various cities till we have seen. So every riots means disturbance depended the distance between these two communities. Communities means which two communities? Hindu and Muslim communities. So the unitary efforts were being launched once again between the Congress and Muslim League. The renegotiation of the alliance of 1927 appeared now that closed the for that unity. The important differences were over the question of representation in the future assemblies that were to be elected. Means important issue for the differences that was representation in the future assembly. So Muhammad Ali Jinnah here to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, one of the leader of Muslim League, was willing to give up demand for the separate electorate if the Muslims were assured reserved seats in the Central Assembly and representation in the proportion of population in Muslim dominated provinces. So Muslim dominated provinces or Muslim population in that areas were much more provinces were Bengal and Punjab, and in that there should be the reserve seat or first of all he demanded for the separate electorate. But if the Muslims were assured reserve, यदि मुस्लिमों को assured किया जाता है कि reserve seats in the central assembly, if the reserve seat if they keeps in the central assembly and representation in the proportion of their population. Negotiation over the question of the representation continue, but all hope of resolving the issue at the all parties conference in 1928 disappeared when M.R. Jaikar of the Hindu Mahasabha strongly opposed the efforts at the compromise. तो हिंदू मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने के लिए जो इफर्ट्स बनाए या डिमांड, Muslim leaders wanted to fulfill their demand. First of all, they wanted representation, reserved seats. And if their demands not fulfilled, next step was for keeping the separate electorate. But the negotiation not taken place or strongly opposed by the Hindu Mahasabha with the efforts of this leader M.R. Jaikar. He opposed for the compromise. Then all these activities under the banner of civil disobedience movement thus created an atmosphere of the suspicion. All the activities under the banner of civil disobedience means all these activities actually they were under the banner of civil disobedient movement. Different people, they had different aspiration with this movement that created the atmosphere of suspicion and the distrust. Suspicion means not confirm or certainty, and distrust means having no trust among the many communities. Minority or majority. Alienated means isolated. Alienated from the Congress, large section of the Muslim could not respond to the call for united struggle. Many Muslim leaders and the intellectuals expressed their concern about the status of Muslim as a minority within India. Means many Muslim leaders and intellectuals जो बुद्धिजीवी थे, एजुकेटेड थे, what they express, Muslim leader and intellectual, their concern about the status of Muslim. मुस्लिमों को स्टेटस देना, with status that minority as a minority within the India. They feared that the culture and identity of the minorities would be submerged. Submerged means they would lose their identity, submerged under the domination of Hindu majority. Again, see, I am reading it. They feared means Hindu feared that cultures and identify these minorities means it is about Muslim. It would be submerged under the domination of Hindu majority. इस हिंदू मेजॉरिटी में ये माइनॉरिटी की जो पहचान है that would be submerged. Then come to the page number 69, that is sense of collective belonging. Sense of collective belonging. The feelings of nationalism begin to spread. This feeling of nationalism begin to spread in Indian society when they realize that they are the part of same nation. When they discover some unity that bind them together. But how did the nation become a reality in the mind of the people? How did people belonging to the different communities, religion, languages, language groups develop a sense of collective belongingness or sense of collective belonging. Means different variety, there was a variety, there were different variety of the communities, religious diversity, language diversity. So collecting belongingness, that was important task in that period. Then the united struggle for the common cause, united struggle for the common cause, that is independence, fought all the communities help in developing the sense of collective belonging. Means main objective that was of the independence, and whatever diversity was there, diversities was there, that was secondary. All that would have to be motivated for the sense of collectiveness or collective belonging for getting the independence. Means they have to be motivated. But there were also the variety of cultural process through which nationalism captured the people's imagination. So again, different cultures were found in India, and nationalism captures the people's imagination. Oh, that was the important thing. So history and fiction's folklores, fiction folklores means, folklore means lok kathaएं, fiction means particular literatures, sahitya, songs, popular prints, then symbols, all played a part in making of the nationalism. और नेशनलिज्म के लिए इस सभी का उपयोग हुआ, their role, or all these literature, songs, popular prints, symbols, fictions, folklore, they contributed for creating the nationalism among the different people. Then the symbolic shape and identification of the nation was the order of time. That was the order of time. That is symbolic shape and identification, which was either a figure or image. Which one was either a figure or that image popular among the people with the ideals. It was in the 20th century, with the growth of nationalism, that the identity of India came to be visually associated with the image of Bharat Mata. This image was first created by whom? Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. In 1870, he wrote Vande Mataram as a hymns to the motherland. Hymns means praising song for the motherland. Vande Mataram. Who wrote? Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Then later it was included in the novel of Anand Math and widely sung during the Swadeshi movement. That widely sung in the Swadeshi movement in Bangla. Moved by the Swadeshi movement, Rabindranath Tagore painted his famous image of the Bharat Mata, which Bharat Mata, in this painting, Bharat Mata is portrayed the ascetic figure. That was the Bharat Mata's figure that was a ascetic. Ascetic means ascetic figure. She is calm, composed, divine, and the spiritual. Means this figure, ascetic figure of Bharat Mata, that was indicated calm, shant, composed, बहुत गंभीर, divine means divine, spiritual means दैवी, and spiritual means आध्यात्मिक. In subsequent year, the image of Bharat Mata acquired many different forms as it circulated in the popular prints and was painted by the different artists. Figure 14. Devotion to this mother figure came to be seen as evidence of one's nationalism. So here the revival of Indian folklores through the ideas of nationalism and developed during this time. In late 19th century India, a nationalist began recording folk tales, then sung by the bard. Bard means what? Professional poet and singer, and they tour villages. They tour villages to gather folk songs and the legend. They used to go to the villages for gathering folklores and legend, for creating sense of belongingness or nationalism. These tales, they believe, gave a true pictures of traditional culture. Their thought was that, belief was that these tales, they believe, that gave the true picture of this traditional culture and had been corrupt and damaged by the outside forces. और इसी के कारण जो भ्रष्ट है, करप्ट है या डैमेज फोर्सेस है आउटसाइड, दैट वुड बी ऑटोमेटिकली डिस्ट्रॉय. Then it was essential to preserve these folk traditions in order to discover one's national identity and restore a sense of pride in one's past. In Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore himself began collecting ballad, nursery rhymes, then myth means what? Traditional stories, Puran Kathaye, and led the movement for folk revival. In Madras, Natesa Shastri published a massive 4-volume collections of Tamil folk tales. Means these different people, just like in Madras, Natesha Shastri, they collected, means they work for the nationalism, creating nationalism through the massive 4-volume collection, language that was Tamil folk tales. The folklores of the southern India He believed that folklore was national literature. का बिलीव था कि folklore एक national literature है. It was the most trustworthy means विश्वसनीय, manifestation means अभिव्यक्ति, व्यक्त करना, of the people's real thought and characteristics. So here our nationalist leader become more aware those icons and symbols which could united them and inspire a free nationalism. As the national movement developed and progressed. During the Swadeshi movement in Bengal, tricolor flag, red, green and yellow, that was designed. It had 8 lotuses. This flag has 8 lotuses representing 8 provinces of British India, जिसको represent करते थे 8 lotuses, provinces, 8 provinces in British India. And crescent moon, crescent means जिसे हम कह सकते हैं increasing size, चंद्रकोर, representing Hindu and Muslims. So by 1921, Gandhiji had designed Swaraj flag. 1921 तक गांधी जी ने स्वराज फ्लैग डिजाइन किया था. That was again tricolor, red, green and white, and had a spinning wheel in center, representing the Gandhiji's ideal of self-help, carrying flag, holding aloft means high place, highest place, aloft during the marches became the symbol of defiance means rebellious or dareful or challenge, that is defiances. The reinterpreted the history का और एक प्रकार से अर्थ लगाया, reinterpretation of the history of the nation was seen another means of reviving the nationalism. By the end of 19th century, many Indians began feeling that to instill the sense of pride in nation, and history had to be thought about differently. Then the British saw Indians as a backward and primitive, incapable of growing themselves, मीन्स खुद को वो इम्प्रूव नहीं कर सकते. प्रिमिटिव मीन्स बहुत ही पीछे है, नॉट डेवलप्ड. It was the prejudice of or mindset of the British. In the response, the Indian began looking into the past to discover the India's great achievement, because they wanted to change the mindset of this Britisher. They started discovering the great achievement of India. They wrote about the glorious development in ancient time when art and architectures. They started they started writing about the glorious development of the ancient time related to the art and architectures, science and mathematics, religion and culture, law and philosophy, crafts and trade had flourished. Means how these fields, different fields, they were flourished. They started writing Indian people. This glorious time, this one was the glorious time of India in their views, was followed by the history of the decline when India was colonized. When India was colonized, this nationalist history argued the readers to take pride in India's great achievement in the past and struggle to change the miserable conditions of life under the British. All these efforts of the Indians, nationalists, Indian people, citizens, they were for a realization to the Britishers about how this India was very developed, flourished. These efforts of uniting Indian through those means did not pay attention to the contribution made by other communities. These efforts to unify people were not without problem. इंडिया के लोगों को यूनिफाई करना ये कुछ सिंपल टास्क नहीं थी या विदाउट प्रॉब्लम नहीं था. When the past being glorified was Hindu, when the past being glorified was Hindu, when the images celebrated were drawn from Hindu iconography and peoples of other communities felt left over. Means other community के लोगों को अलग रहता था. Only promoted the Hindus iconography. This one was the limitation. Then come to the last part, that is conclusion. So various social groups and classes of Indians started common struggle against the common enemy. Who was that common enemy? British rule. That is how growing anger against the colonial government brought all of them together in the freedom struggle during the first half of the 20th century. Congress under the leadership of Gandhi tried to channel the people greediness or work for the but as we have seen, diverse groups and classes participated in the movement with the various aspirations and the expectations. Means different groups they unified because of having different aspirations and expectations. As their grievances were wide-ranging, freedom from the colonial rule also meant different things to the different people. The Congress continuously attempted to resolve the differences and ensure that the demand of one group did not alienate another. This is precisely why the unity with the movement often broke. Means this is prescribably why the unity within the movement often broke down. The high points of the Congress activity and nationalist unity were followed by the phase of disunity and inner conflicts between the groups. Means Congress that was alienated different communities people which were in India, they had no trust on the working of Congress apart from the Hindu leaders, Hindu community. So in other words, what was emerging was a nation with many voices wanting freedom from the colonial rule. Means one thing was clear that though the different communities were there, different languages, different cultures, but only one common thing was that they wanted freedom from the colonial rule, and they reacted like by keeping these objectives in place of them. So here is the end of lesson. Thank you student. This is the end of lesson.